Hi, my name is Turiello, and my partner is Laxa, and we did our economics video project on the Russo-Ukrainian War and how it has impacted U.S. economics. To start off, we have our thesis, which is that even though the war in Ukraine doesn't specifically involve the United States, the economies are still being impacted, especially in the categories of wheat, oil, defense industries, and defense spending. Our first fact about the crisis is the effect on oil. The Russo-Ukrainian War has caused one of the largest shifts in the global energy market in decades. 2 years ago, most U.S. soil was headed off to Asia. However, it is now headed off to Europe to combat the war and provide for European nations that have been cut off by Russia. After all, Russia was an energy superpower and was providing most of the energy to European countries. However, those days are over. And as you can see with the right-hand picture, you can see the how much oil prices skyrocketed in 2022, which is when the war started. Our next fact is about defense spending in the United States. Defense spending in the United States has already been on the rise. However, once Russian troops started filling up near the borders in Ukraine, the US heightened the spending even more. In the 2022 fiscal year, the spending increased by $25 billion. The US was eager to aid Ukraine at the start of the war, but the United States provided historic levels of military aid to Ukraine, which ended up costing a total of $28 billion.
Commodity prices have dropped to pre-war levels, which are high in historical standards, after surging in the months immediately after the commencement of this conflict. Wheat markets will strike a balance between supply in reaction to high pricing in other significant producing regions and the likelihood of further supply losses due to the conflict in Ukraine. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, wheat production declined by 28%, or slightly less than the initial estimate of one-third. Studies have shown that wheat prices could soar up to as much as 50%. In conclusion, the economies are still being impacted, especially in the categories of wheat, oil, defense industries, and defense spending, although the United States isn't particularly involved. Oil prices are going to keep rising unless this conflict diminishes at a fast rate. The U.S. economy will keep their focus on defense spending, especially the industries, to ensure the country's safety. The wheat production is going to keep decreasing while the prices soar through the roof.
And as you can see here, these are the sources we used to help us find out this information on our topic.